The first thing that we need to do then is get our design sorted. So I've just mocked this up on the screen with the name of the kids who this elf is for. And the font that I'm using is BFC Merry Holiday. It's a really elfy looking font, if there is such a thing. It's got lots of swirly curlies on it, and I absolutely adore this font for Christmas time. It is a Cricut one, so you'll find it in your fonts menu just there. I'm just going to pop off then and work on my editing, and then once that is all done, I'll come back to you and we'll cut all this with vinyl and apply it onto that box. Here is my finished design then. So I've just gone for a little bit of interest in the design by making the ands a little bit smaller. I'm not that overly excited about this at the moment. I might mess around with this just a touch more because, to be honest, this looks like it's out of whack, doesn't it? Oops. Let's just ungroup that and just bring that down a little bit. And that in, purely because I didn't like the way that looked. I don't know why that looks so wonky. Let's put that there. Okay, that's all good. Right, as you can see, I am reduced down to 50% zoom, so it does look really tiny, but if you look at the measurements, it's 21.55 by 11.25, and this one is just slightly smaller on the width and a little bit bigger on the height. So this is the sizing that I'm going to go with. Let's go through to make it now and have a look at how it comes out onto the mat. As you can see, it's all wonky and all the letters are wrong. Now if you ever get this when you are going through to make it, you have missed a step, and I'm going to go back and show you how to fix that now, because I see this query so many times on Cricut Facebook pages and stuff where people don't know how to fix this, and they're asking why is the machine doing this. The reason that the machine is doing this is because you haven't told it that you want it to cut in that configuration. So all it's doing at the moment is just putting all the stuff onto the mat, nesting it so that it uses up as little material as possible. So let's go back to cancel, and what we're going to do is we are going to select that one. We are going to come down the bottom here to the combine menu, and we are going to click on unite. Then I'm going to do exactly the same thing with this one. So just select all of the elements that you want, come down to combine, and again you can click on weld, but I like unite because it then allows me to change things in the future if I need to. I'm going to now go back through to make it, and we should have a complete mirror image of what we've got on the screen. So that is absolutely perfect. So when I cut this, I'm just going to move this one down ever so slightly so that I've got a good line there for me to cut out. I'm going to go through to continue, and I'm going to choose premium outdoor vinyl. Let's pop over to my desk and set up the mat with the vinyl and get it cut out. For this elf balloon box then, I'm going to be using some Cricut premium vinyl. This is a sampler pack that I got a while ago. I think I actually got this in a mystery box that I ordered. If you've not seen that video, I will pop a link down below and up above for you. And as you can see, I haven't used it in so long that it was well stuck to the tube that it comes in. So this is Cricut permanent premium vinyl. So all I'm going to do is just pop this down onto my light grip mat. I don't really like Cricut vinyl all that much, if I'm honest with you, but I figure I may as well use it up. So let's give it a good old bray down and make sure that is stuck nicely. As we've already chosen our base material, what we can do now is pop this into the machine and it will cut out for us, and then we will be ready to apply it onto our boxes. I have my fine point blade already loaded into clamp B, so I'm ready to go. All I need to do is pop my mat in just in between the two plastic guys on the machine, press the eject and insert mat button, and then I'm ready to go once this starts to flash. So now that's going, I can just press go and the cut is beginning to happen. The cut has finished. I am just going to grab my weeding tool and just check that it is done to my liking. So I'm just going to pick up the centre of that O and just see. And that has not cut that. So what I'm going to do is just press the go button again. I'm not going to eject the mat at all, and it's going to just cut that again for me now. That's the second pass done then. So again, let's just double check that it's done this time. I'm going to check this O here. Yeah, that's much better. So we can now eject the mat happily, knowing that this is going to weed perfectly. Next thing to do then is get this design weeded. Where I pulled out that little bit from the centre of that O when I was checking it, it has moved the O slightly. So I'm just going to lift it up on my weeding tool and just place it back down in the hole where it is meant to be, because I don't want that to come out when I'm weeding. So I'm going to start off by just pulling up the bottom right hand corner and just seeing how far I get with that and whether it's all going to work, and it's not. So what I'm going to do is peel back in sections, and that is probably going to be the easiest way to do it. I am weeding on the mat today just for ease of holding it and having two hands to weed with. So I'm going to get this done, and then I'll come back to you once that's done and we can pop it all onto the box. Next then we need to put the transfer tape onto the design. So I've got some of my favourite light tack paper, transfer paper. This is the one I always use. You've probably seen me use it in loads of balloon videos. And I've just got a piece here that I've used actually already. So I do tend to use my transfer paper a couple of times to get a good couple of uses out of it. So I'm just going to pop this down first of all. I'm just going to check the sizing. That'll be fine. Let's pop that down, face down. Then I've got my nice pink squeegee. I'm just going to give that a really good burnish. Now you know how that vinyl didn't cut very well? It's bizarre to me because you can see on the back of here, like here in particular, where that blade has gone into that backing paper, but it just hasn't cut the vinyl. It's so bizarre to me. I don't like it. You probably gathered I'm not a fan. Right, let's give it a really good burnish. I am going to cut that bit off, and then I'll use this piece for both. Okay, let's bring the box back in. So now I just want to find the centre of my design, which is really easy to do. So just jump back into design space here, and you can see if I just zoom back to 100%, this is my design, and you can see that the centre crosshair here, which is just above the D, is the centre of the design. So I can work out roughly where the centre of my box is with that. So if I now get a ruler and just measure my box window, so it's 23.5 by 23.5, so it's 11.75. Let's have a look. Let's put it down here. There's a little ding in this box here, which is perfect to show me where that is, and I think that's where the centre panel's been taken out, and it's the same on this side. It comes in at the 11 point, so just a little bit past that. And then next thing to do then is remove this from the carrier sheet, and again, easiest way to do it is just to get your backing paper or backing plastic, whatever it is, back, fold it back completely on itself and pull it down really slowly, just to make sure that you've got everything where it should be. Don't want to leave any little bits behind or risk tearing your material as well. There we go, that's off there. Let's bring the box back and pop it on. Here's our box window then. Let's just get this roughly where I think it should go. Give it a really good smooth down with your fingers. There's no need to use the squeegee or anything like that on here. You don't want to risk damaging your window. And one of the reasons that I really love this transfer paper as well, because it's such low tack, it's really safe to use on things like this. You don't want it to leave behind any tacky film or anything when you are peeling it back, and some of the stronger ones can do that. So you just want to pull it back again as flat as you can to your design. Let's give it a good press down as we go as well. And then I'm just going to do exactly the same thing with the other part of the design on the other window opposite. The last thing that we need to do then in this project is fill the box with balloons so that we can squish our elf into there and he can try and escape, ready for all the shenanigans that are going to happen throughout December. So I've just got some lime green Qualatex balloons. I have got some red as well, but I don't think I'm going to need those because I've already inflated these ones, and these are what came with the boxes. So I'm going to just inflate some green ones and just pop those in there as well. Don't quite know how many we're going to need. We don't want to overfill the box because we want to be able to seal it up as well. So I'm going to just pop these in. Let's put these ones in as well. I'm definitely going to go more green than red because we've got all the red vinyl on there and we've got a red bow to go on the top as well. So let's do this. Here's our naughty elf. Not sure if this is mistletoe or elfin, so we'll soon find out. I'm going to put this side, so I want the green ones to be where that vinyl is so that the vinyl shows up really, really well. So let's get these in there, and I'm going to pop the elf in now. So he's going to go. I'm going to put him in here, and I really want to squish him up against this with the balloons. So let's put a few more red ones in as well. Let's go for that big one, and then I'm going to just fill the rest with green, and we might have to adjust where the elf is sitting, but this is going to look so good. Let's squish him up there so he's really squashed up against there, and he looks like he's stuck now. I think I'll just put another couple of these in, but do them a little bit smaller now so that they're going into the top. There we go. Might do a couple of red just to go in the top at the back. This is a brand new bag of red balloons. There we go, that is nice and full. I'm just going to show you the angle from the top so you can see what that looks like. There we go, that is nice and full, and there's his little hat sticking out the top as well. So I've got a pull bow to go on the top of my box as well. So what I'm going to do is just seal this box up. Can you see how it's sort of gaping there? That's because the balloons are pushing against the side. So what I might have to do is just pop a little bit of tape onto there to make sure that that is sealed properly. We don't want the elf to escape, so we can do that, or we can just squish it in, whatever you want to do. That is perfect. Then I've just got this pull bow that we've got as well, and we can just pop that on the top and tie him in there ready. And here is our elf return box. It looks fab. Our elf is well and truly stuck in that box. There's no way he's coming out. We've got messages on both sides and it looks absolutely brilliant, and it's a super quick project for you to do for your elf return. So I hope you have found this video to be useful and inspiring. If you have, don't forget to subscribe. Drop me any questions or comments you've got down below, and I'll see you soon for another video. Bye!